kids and coaches. I'm Coach Kent Murphy. Go ahead and get your bookie on the phone because we're going to go through Pete Rose's betting slips and take a look at the 2020 Cincinnati Reds. If there's two things I hate about Cincinnati, it's both Skyline chili. You guys can put cinnamon in your chili, but you can't put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. That don't make any sense. But a lot of things don't make sense about the Reds. They've been trusting the process for 30 years now. They had the Big Red Machine, the wire-to-wire Reds, and now even the Bengals are like, damn, you suck. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 2020 Reds roster. Yeah, looking at the pitchers, you got Luis Castillo, who finally learned how to pitch last year. That would have come in handy the first 2 years you were a major leaguer. You also got Sonny Gray. He was an all-star last year, but I'm not so sure Russia didn't have something to do with that election, too. At catcher, you got Tucker Barnhart. Hey, man, if the Reds ever let you go, don't worry. You'll have a job in a second with your choice of teams in lower single-A ball. I guess LASIK wasn't covered in your compensation package. With stats like that, you'll be Johnny Benched in no time. At first base, you got one of my favorite players of all time, Joey Votto. He's been to the playoffs 3 times with the Reds, and he showed up for one of them, which is better than the Reds because they didn't show up for any of them. Second base, you got Mike Moustakas. Hey, man, I wouldn't worry too much about batting .250 and playing second base for the Reds. I'm sure Joe Morgan and Brandon Phillips will think that's pretty cool. You did hold the record for most home runs in a single season for the Royals with 38. Congratulations on being king of the sucks for 2 years, until Jorge Soler finally came along. At third base, we got Eugenio Suarez, who hit 49 dingers last year, and that gets my seal of approval. But if the National League ever gets the DH, it won't be soon enough for you, pal. 17 errors last year. I guess if they extend the netting to go all the way behind third base, maybe you'll stop some ground balls this year. At shortstop, we got Freddie Galvis. I was combing through your stats, and I just wanted to make sure that you know that it is within the rules of baseball to actually make contact with a pitch. I know you're not taking any pitches, but it'd be nice if you'd touch one every now and then. In left field, we got Shogo Akiyama. I have a feeling your agent lied to you when he said he had a good move for you. But hey, I'm sure Jesse Winker will show you the ropes of how not to hit for power and play left field for the Reds. In center field, you got Nick Senzel. Well, it can't get any worse, Reds fans. I double-checked, and Nick Senzel is in fact a real person. Shit. In right field, you got Nick Castellanos. You didn't bunt last year, so I guess that's good. You also had over 600 at-bats and only came away with 27 dingers. Better than the people that bet the over on your home runs last year. They started with 600 and came away with 0. Lift a weight. The Reds might as well have been called the stranger for the last decade, because they sat on their hands hoping to feel like somebody else as they got beat. But hey, they finally made some big moves and spent some money this offseason. The only problem is they have 19 outfielders, and the only one who can crush is Aquino, and they're sitting him on the bench. So I'd say 39 wins. If you go full Astros, maybe 50. But I doubt it.